This might be a hot take, but I don't think that black people will ever be free until they finally deconstruct from a white supremacist religion that was forced on us through colonialism. And I always think of that quote by Nina Simone where she said that the people that built their heaven on your land are telling you yours is in the sky. Something to think about.
This is very much true. Yes, this is very much true to all Africans. They might not like hearing this, but this is absolutely true. Yes, religion did come as an external influence, especially Christianity. And a lot of Africans have this ideology that Christianity existed in Africa before colonization. To some extent, that is true. To some extent, they're leaving something out. Their version of Christianity was in Africa. Europeans' version of Christianity was totally different from their own. These were two different Christianities, and they might not even have been called Christianity at that point in time. During colonial periods, missionary institutions sometimes aligned with power structures using religion and norms around gender roles or sexuality can and was used by imposing religion, and it restricted people. But to some extent, you could say religion has supported freedom in the sense of anti colonial and justice movements, community infrastructure, reinterpretation from within. But then again, if you needed religion or a book for that, there is some type of vulnerability or to some extent a potential threat. What if that same religion or book was designed against you, which Christianity already is used against black people and Africans because it is Eurocentric. Eurocentric features. Jesus has been put out as this, white person, which is impossible because Jesus Christ at that time was in Israel, is not real, and people there at the time, original Israelis and Jews, were not white. They were black or brown skin or Middle Eastern. Okay. But then again, religion has touched a lot of things like institutions, like laws, accountability, economics, jobs, infrastructure, diversification. It has touched our educational system, and European educational system is still in Africa today. So decolonization never happened, and even governments, corruption and transparency, and this whole idea of democracy. Democracy was not designed specifically for or by Africans. It's essentially an external threat or just a foreign entity. But then again, instead of saying that religion must disappear, which is, not entirely a good thing, there's benefits and disadvantages. You don't have to ban religion like how the Soviet Union did because people still want their freedom. You essentially have to make religion irrelevant. The more religious they are, the more uneducated they are not. And that also would mean that more birth rates. If you look at Africa now, Africa is like a very young population. Africa is very much religious, and Africa has a very much low amount of educational systems. That was by design. But then again, if Africans want to move forward, they essentially have to think twice about religion. Maybe not, destroy it, but essentially it's a thing you do at home. You practice religion at home, but not put religion in politics. Which, if you look at Middle Eastern countries, they have done that, and they are always in wars with America. But it's not really because of their religion. It's American imperialism.